My student emailed me a screen capture showing that there's 2 copies of the 4 quizzes that I use in class, and I was shocked to realize that I had a second copy that I'd forgotten about. And here's how to fix that problem. So here I am in my class. There's only 4 quizzes here in my grade center. And if there's other ones that students are saying, I need to go check to see if it's true. I'm going to go into Manage and then Column Organization. When I scroll down, I see, oh yeah, that's right, because I copied this course from another course, and then I had 2 copies of the quizzes. The question is, where are they? So I'm gonna make them available to myself. I'm gonna check them all and choose Show Hide, Show Selected Columns. So at least I can see them now. And then I'm shocked to see that some students have been taking, my student 2 didn't take the ones that everybody else took. They took the different set of quizzes. In fact, I'm shocked to see that student 3 took both sets of quizzes. So where are these things? Because I thought they were just in quizzes, and I don't know where else they could be. So a way to find them, if you click on this little display course menu button, and I'm going to just make it bigger, and I'm going to hit this plus in the upper right to expand them all. And I'm going to search, go Control F, I'm going to search for, let's say, quiz 1, and I see there they are in chapters. They're in folders under content in chapters, as well as in the quizzes folder that I knew they were. Okay, so I'm just going to go into, I can actually click on chapter 1 here, and I'm going to close this out, and we'll go there. There's that one. Now, I'm not sure if I don't want to just delete it because it will delete scores. So what I'm going to do is before I can do a couple of things. I can just change it so that people get the grades from all the quizzes. And I can go edit column information in the weighted total. Right now, my 4 quizzes are being used, and I could not include just individual columns. Instead, I could make a category like test. That would work great because that has all the quizzes in it, except for the fact that I'm going to have a final exam online. And it's also going to be under the category test. And I don't want that to be included in the quizzes. So I'm just going to cancel out of here for now. And I'm going to make a category, a special category for my quizzes. Create category called quiz. Okay. And then I'm going to go Manage Column Organization, and I'm going to check all the quizzes that either students have taken, and then change that category to quiz. And then in the weighted total, edit the column information. And I'm going to, again, take off, just because I canceled this, it didn't save my changes. I'm going to take off the individual ones and choose, scroll down here, the category quiz. And that is going to be worth 40% because they're 10% per quiz. I have the option to drop it, but I'm actually not dropping any marks, so the default is no. Then later when I make my final, I can add that. It's going to complain that it doesn't equal 100. That's okay, because later I'll add my final exam. Now that handles it for all of them, but this student that's taking them both, I am going to, I can either clear that attempt, I can negotiate with that student. Let's say I talked to the student and I've agreed which ones to keep, and they like the original set because they got full marks on all of them, and this one they didn't. So I can clear those attempts. That's one way to do it. Clear attempt. In fact, I'm just going to do that. And then I could keep cleaning that on the other ones. But if to stop people from taking the other quizzes, I'm just going to, let's say I don't want people to take the ones that are in the content area, then I could go there and I could make those quizzes unavailable to students in the future. Click the down arrow and there's a quick way to hide it. It's called Make Unavailable, and that immediately makes it unavailable to students. But I'd have to do that for each one. Another way to do it is as I could transfer the grades over. I could go into the full grade center and I could type in what the student earned. In this case, they got 10, 0, 0, 10. And I could type those in. Now the downside is they cannot see results from here. They cannot, they'll only see their grade. And in my case, that's not important. I'm actually not releasing the results. So, but if it was important, then I'd have to keep these up so that the student could still see the results of why they got it wrong or right or wrong. But since I don't do that, I'm now going to get rid of those columns so they don't cumber my space anymore. So I'm going to go into content, go into chapter 1, click the down arrow by quiz, and then delete it. And then I'm going to say, yes, delete the content from the grade center. And I'm going to do that for all the other ones. I'm just going to pause the video for a sec. Okay, I've gotten rid of most of them. Just doing the last chapter. Getting rid of the quiz there. And now, if I go to my full grade center, I'll see that the other quizzes are gone. Only these ones remain. I don't have to change the category quiz in weighted total. That still works because these 4 remaining ones are still part of the quiz category. And you can see mathematically that it's working. But another thing that I could do to make sure that this doesn't happen in the future is go to Course Tools, Test Surveys and Pools, and Tests. And I can see that there's 2 copies of every quiz, but only one of them is deployed. The one that's deployed, you'll see that there's no way to delete it, which I don't want to anyways. But the ones that are not deployed, you'll see that there is the ability to delete them. And I am going to do that so I don't have all these duplicate quizzes. And that's how to deal with duplicate assignments or tests.